It's true. I'm too.
Blue lights are, but hang on, my screen's dirty. And I have to send this to someone that asked me to send it to them. Here we go.
Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. There's no echo, right? We're good?
No, you're good. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to have my phone too loud because I was going to do a headset, but I know that when you do a headset, like then the
Sometimes,
speech
yeah.
is off.
That happens to me all the time. I have to like disconnect and reconnect, try to figure it out.
Yeah.
No, but we appreciate it. We have been utterly obsessed with you. So when I booked you, we were so excited.
I was excited when you reached out to me. I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is so cool. I've been waiting for today, like months. I mean, because I think you reached out to me like, was it August? Like
It
right
was,
after the
yeah.
blow. So it's been a while. I've been just dying for this.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Well, everybody funnels in. Would you mind introducing yourself and telling us a little bit about yourself?
Yes. So my name's Jacklyn Parker. I write the Men Under Review series, and that's more so what I'm known for. I do have a debut series, but my specialty is like Insta-lust, Insta-love, half-naked men in gray sweatpants, and of course, dark romance.
And we all found you with the bloke, and we decided that that was going to be our Vegas binge before we all went to Vegas. We all binged that series. What inspired you for that type of dynamic?
So, believe it or not, I went to Vegas on a girls' trip. Or I was actually a work trip, semi girls trip, semi work trip. Went to Vegas. It just also so happened to be EDC weekend, which happy accident. Got way too drunk. Ended up at the Thunder from Down Under show, and I let my intrusive thoughts go. And basically, I was like, you know what? I'm going to write a book about this, and I am going to just let what I wish would have happened here happen in my book. And so the stage scene in The Bloke, where he tells her to get on her knees, all of that, that happened for real. I actually got pulled up on the stage. The song was not the same song, but I can't. So the song that they actually did it to was Apologize, and I can no longer unhear. Every time I hear that song, I just imagine a belt being put in my mouth. And I swear to God, I feel like they probably thought I was insane because I don't know if I was supposed to open my mouth when they put it in. But knowing me and the kind of person I am, I was just like, all right, we're doing this. And I like bit down on the belt, and I think they gave like, yeah.
Yeah, so we are so glad you had that experience because I went in that book and I was like, okay. I always go into the book blind and I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna try this one out. And it was like two chapters in, I was like, I'm in love. Whoever she is, I will be stalking her now.
And then I went back with my PA and we went to Magic Mike, and then we went to Thunder from Down Under 2 nights in a row. So as you can tell, I'm maybe a little biased, but Thunder from Down Under is my like chef's kiss. That is my favorite show. I have gone to Chippendales. That one I saw was their touring show, which is why the third book matches up so well with more of a touring aspect because of that. And that one I actually won tickets to when they were here. And I got backstage passes for a meet and greet. And so when I went backstage, I got photos, everything. It was really neat. And I laughed because when I left, a bunch of girls came up to me and they were like, how'd you get back there? How did you get to do a behind the scenes? And I love messing with people. I love messing with people. And so I told them, I was like, oh, I slept with one of them.
Yeah, I love you.
I was like, that's my baby daddy.
Yes. Yes, we went to a Magic Mike show because we were all inspired by you. And so we're like, let's go do it. I have never clutched my pearls so hard.
And that's more of a tamer show. You get like one bare ass and that is it.
And I was just like, I was not ready for it. I'm over here clutching my pearls. The book club is just laughing. And I was like, what did Jacklyn do?
When we went to Magic Mike, so I had written most of the Stallion up until the show because I wanted to get the full experience of the show to make it more realistic and really put you guys in there. So if you've been to the show, it actually, when you're reading it, you're like, yeah, no, that happens. When Dallas, and it's not really a spoiler, but when I had Dallas as imitating a waiter, I didn't realize that they actually pulled a waiter up on stage as part of the show. So that was like perfect timing. But not only that, we had the best waiter at our table, and he literally came up and he straddled my legs. Like he sat on my thighs, straddled, and like leaned over me, and he's like taking all of our orders, and he's just like full on right on me, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to go home.
I'm just going to
You can
live
just
right
stay
here.
here. Just stay here. Just keep my lap warm, please.
There you go. No, it was funny because we had all caught up with your books before the twins book came out. And when we went to the Magic Mike show, they were pretending that he was a waiter when they pulled him up. And I was like, hold on, I've seen this before. So
And
we
that's
were
what I
all
love
obsessed.
doing. And that's what I love doing with these books is I love giving you guys the experience of not having to go to a show, but then when you go to one, then you're like, yeah, no, she's been here.
That's what we were all talking about because we're like, I don't know if she's been here or what, but like it was spot on. And we're over here watching it. We're like, yep, yep, we're gonna have to talk to her.
I have questions.
Yeah, so many questions. And you mixed that with a secret society. What gave you that idea?
Okay, so when I first started reading dark romance, I jumped straight into it. I was a big fantasy reader. I liked dark fantasy. And then I went straight over the edge, straight into the Lord series. And that is where I found my love for secret society. I had read a mafia book before, and I was like, I don't know if for me, I'm like, I kind of like mafia, but I really love the aspects of secret society because you can really create something unique and different because every secret society is different. Whereas a mafia, you're kind of still, a mafia is a mafia type of deal. And I loved the thought of what if these guys were actually like onto something? Like, what if there was something more than just their hot bodies and all this stuff? Like, how cool would that be? And I will say that when I went back there, one of the dancers I absolutely loved from my first experience wasn't there anymore. And I asked, and they were like, oh, he's no longer with us. And I'm just like, I'm like, what? Did he fail his test? Is this real? And they were just like laughing about it. And I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, wait, am I gonna get like taken out at one point? Or are they just gonna come and like off me in my room? Am I onto something? Is this real?
She went to a couple shows, guys. She's on to us.
Well, we told them about the secret society in the books because we got the book signed at each of the shows I went to, and they were like, "Yeah, this is really cool." And I was talking about the secret society and everything, and they were not fazed at all. Like it was wild. They just seemed so unfazed by it. So now I'm questioning a lot of things.
I love that you made it such a real concept. Yeah, we were obsessed, and then we all were listening to the audiobooks, and from there we were just like, oh my gosh, your casting was just top notch.
Oh my God. And I say this a million times, and I'm not over exaggerating. When I heard James Cassidy for his audition, he was the first one on my list, and he really set the bar. I was like, if this is the first one, what's going to happen with the rest of my auditions? But I legitimately fell off my couch. I played his, and I squealed so loud that I just fell off the couch, and I'm just like,
That's
here
the
we
one.
go. Here we go. So he was the first and the best audition, and I absolutely blown away. Blown away. And then Marie, I had no question, absolutely. When the moment I heard hers, I was like, that's my Sienna. Like she's perfect for the role.
No, it was, I was fortunate enough to get the ALC and I had never heard him before. So I'm just sitting here doing dishes and it was like the first time he uttered a sound to go like introduce the book. I dropped it and I was like, who is this? Because again, like I go into it blind. I had no idea, right? And then I hear that and I'm like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing right now.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Like he took me out with the audition too. And then like what Bella's saying, book two, The Stallion, I had Paul Walker in my head. I'm obsessed with Paul Walker's movies, Fast and Furious. I was binging that like crazy when I was actually writing that book. And so I went into it with his voice in my head. And if you know Paul Walker and you go into it blind for that book, Caden Hart sounds exactly like Paul Walker. And I freaked out when I heard his voice. I was like, sold, sold.
Yes. I know. And I was so excited when I got the email for the stallion. I was like, give it to me.
No, just wait for this next one though. Oh my
I'm excited.
gosh.
Well,
I
I know some people haven't read book three, but I was so excited when you hinted that it was at the twins. I was like, finally, she's gonna give it to us.
and I gave you all of it.
Give us all of it.
I
Yes,
know. I
there were
love
many times I was just like, thank you.
I absolutely love the twins. I was so ready to write that book, and I didn't even take a break between writing all of them because I was just like, I cannot wait to do this. And writing the twins, oh my God. Yeah, their story had been sitting in my head even before I finished The Stallion. So writing their book was just, it was such a relief and it was fun, and I loved their banter. It came out of nowhere. Like you sit there and you're just like, how do you write all this? I don't know. I just sit there and I write, and their banter was just perfection. And there were scenes where in the initial writing process, my editor was like, this sounds very boring. She's like, can you add some dialogue? And I'm like, sure. I put dialogue in there and she's just like, this is really funny.
That was my probably my favorite part was just the banter. And I love how it's all interconnected, but you make them so different because book two, the twist that happened in book two, the way my mouth fell onto the floor, and I just sat there and I was like, wait, what? And I had to go back. And I'm like, no, 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 I heard that wrong. I had to have heard that wrong. And then it said it again, and I was like, okay, I need to see this in writing. I need to see it in writing. So I got up my Kindle, and I just sat there, and I was like, oh my God.
That was fun to write. That was really fun to write that one. I did not have that originally. Like, so I don't plot everything out. So that plot twist I did not know I was going to put in there. And then I was getting to it and I'm like, what happened to him? And then I was like, oh, I guess this is what's happened.
I was not expecting that. But as soon as you wrote in like the smirk, I was like, oh, and like all the air left me. And I just sat there just stunned before I could even write your review. I was like, she pulled the wool over my eyes. I had no idea. And then she just rips the rug underneath me and I'm supposed to recover? Like what?
And I was surprised that people didn't pick that up. I breadcrumbed that hard because I had a lot of comments on the blog of people were just like, I'd like more breadcrumbs, and there wasn't enough in this book because it was just completely out of nowhere. And
Right.
so when I wrote the second one, I was like, okay, well, now I got to add more breadcrumbs so that people can kind of piece it together. And I thought that I almost gave it away, but there were so many people who were just very confused still as to like, that's not who I thought was, not how I thought it was going to go.
No, I love breadcrumbs, but I was floored. And like everybody's like, should I go to book two? Should I go to book two? I was like, yes, you absolutely should. And I'm like, you have no idea the a roller coaster of emotions that you're gonna go through in book two because I'm still reeling from it.
And I think a lot of with even the first book, that plot twist, I still have my beta team hates me. They absolutely hate me. They're like, I swear to God, if there's another blank page in this book, I'm gonna kill you. They've now
Very valid.
branded me an asshole every single time. They're just like, you're an asshole.
Very valid because I wasn't ready. I can only imagine your beta readers being there like, excuse me, ma'am, fix that. What?
Well, and then Blue Nose was so amazing when I told him what I wanted to do with that chapter too, because I was like, well, it's in the book differently, and I'm like, how can I do this? And I asked him, I was like, can you do this for this chapter just to give it more of a cinematic feel? And they were like, absolutely. And I remember listening to the beta, and my heart started racing and racing. And then when it got to that chapter, I was like, oh my God, and it was just executed so perfectly and sounded so good. Like I jumped when I heard it. I was like, this is amazing. It's perfect.
Yeah, the production was absolutely flawless. I read your book beforehand because I could not wait after finishing the blog, and I read it and I was floored there. But listening to it, I had chills and I was not expecting it at all. Like to hit as hard as it did because I was like, oh, I already know how it's going to be because I read it, but nope, the audiobook floored me.
And I cried so many times writing the third book. And so I'm like nervous to get the beta for book three for the audio because I'm just like knowing that it's James Cassidy and Savannah Thomas, I'm going to be absolutely wrecked when I hear that book. Um, that one, there were a couple scenes in there that I actually, when I was dealing with some of my own personal things, that's where I wrote some of those chapters and some of those scenes. So they hit even harder because I was emotionally like in that moment when I wrote him. Um, and I can't wait to share James's voice for this because it's not going to be what you expect at all.
Really?
It's not his typical voice, so he's actually saving that for Dustin. Um, so that's like his normal voice. The twins, however, if you are a Hunger Games fan and you like Finnick, um, that is the tone that we are going with because that is how the twins sound in my head. And it's incredible. I had him do the audition for it just to give me like a sound to work with. Um, it does not sound like James Cassidy. It sounds like Finnick from the Hunger Games, and it is so good. It's gonna. I'm like I swoon every time I think about it. And I've listened to the clip a couple times because it was a bonus scene I wrote for the book. So the IKEA scene, I used that for the audition, and I mean, it's incredible.
I'm so excited. I was already excited before because I got it as an art and I was just like swiping and swiping and swiping. And there were times where you hurt my feelings and I was like, she hurts my feelings and then she makes me happy. Like and then she makes me laugh. Like she just has me all over the place while reading this book.
That, yeah, I would say out of all of them, the third book is the emotional roller coaster
Oh
out of
yeah.
all of them, and that one's the most wild out of it. And then there is no real like plot twist, and I try to balance that out because I don't want to give you guys like the expectation of a plot twist in every book because then the fun's gone if you already know there's going to be a twist.
Right.
So having that balance is nice, and this book I felt was more of an emotional healing book than the straight up entertainment side.
No, I loved this book. I definitely felt like your emotions were poured into this book. It's like I said many times, you hurt my feelings. But I just couldn't get over the story. It was so well done. So we applaud you because I was like, how does it keep getting better and better each book?
And that's been my fear. As an author, that is my biggest fear is writing a book and then having like even when I wrote the second one, I was like, oh my God, everyone loves this first one. If this second one sucks and everyone's like, well, the first one's better, what am I gonna do? And then people are liking the second one. I'm like, oh my God, what if the third one sucks? And so
No,
now I'm on the fourth one and I'm like, what if this one sucks? But no spoilers for it, but my editor has already gotten some of the chapters because I just wanted her to make sure that I was in a good space and I'm getting it going really well. And she says that Book Four's MMC is her favorite right now. And she was like ride or die Colby, ride or die. And she said that this new MMC is her absolute favorite.
really, that's a bold
Mhm.
statement too. So
It
now I'm
is.
intrigued.
And I will say the first chapter took me out of left field because it was not the chapter I intended to write.
Really, I'm excited. I'm so excited for this series. And you said it wasn't your debut series. Can you tell us about your debut series?
So my debut series was the Mill City series, and that one was where my obsession of Mr. and Mrs. Smith and Charlie's Angels came in. So the FMCs, for the entire series are like a dark Charlie's Angels. And then I've always been a fan of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, like Angelina Jolie, like I love that. And so I had that image when I wrote the first book. And it was supposed to only be one book. It wasn't supposed to be a series. And then all of a sudden, as I was going through and doing my revision on it and editing it, self-editing, I saw all these different plot lines that just spouted out for the different characters. And I'm like, okay, well, there's a second book. And then I kept going and I'm like, well, there's a third book. So the intention for that one, which is why it ends up being a little bit of a choppy series because it's also my debut, but it was meant to be similar to what I did with this one, which is interconnected standalones, read in any order, which is what this series is successfully doing. That one ended up being where it is a read in order, and then you can, with book 2 and 3, potentially tandem read the first half of the third book with the second book because those take place at the same time.
Really? Yeah.
But it's same structure. You've got couple, and then you've got the MFM. As you can tell, I'm starting to really enjoy my MFMs. I do have a reverse harem called the Six. The number gives it away. There's going to be 6 men for the Men Under Review series. That one's like a ways out, but there will be a reverse harem, and I'm super excited for that one because I have all the plans for that one going. But yeah, I love my first series because it comes from a few of my favorite movies that inspired it, and it gave me good practice to segue into this series, which is funny because a lot of people think that the Men Under Review series is my debut series, that the Bloke was my debut title. And in a sense it was, because I mean, practice makes perfect. You have to practice somewhere. So I'm very glad that I chose to do a different series as my debut, just so that when I executed my biggest baby, which is the Men Under Review, it's coming out stronger than what it would have been if it was my first.
Now that these have had me obsessed. So when you said it wasn't your debut, I was like, ma'am, she has more and she's hiding them from me.
I will say I am sometimes a little nervous when it comes to promoting my debut, just because again, I mean, I like it, I love it, I cherish it, but it's not perfect. And so if you're looking for literary perfection, you're not going to find it. It's a very good vibe read. It's a very good vibe read, but you're not going to get like literary perfection with that series.
I'm excited. I'm going to have to go back and read the rest of your catalog. 'Cause like I said, we are all obsessed.
Oh, and my editor is here in chat. Hi, Mallory.
And did you always have this love for writing, or was it in your adulthood, or did it start back in childhood?
I've always had a passion for writing. I used to write short stories in high school. English was my strongest subject, but I was always a dark writer. So I've always written the dark stuff. And back in the early 2000s, I'm going to age myself, but back in the early 2000s, the dark stuff was not really, not to say appreciated, but I mean, it was more so, it was really fine niche back then. Now it's getting to be more widely accepted. And I think what brought me out of my shell and led me to want to give it a shot and actually go for it was reading the dark romances like Haunting Adeline, the Lord series. Reading those really made me feel validated that I can actually write this stuff finally, and people will accept it and like it, and they're not going to judge me and think that there's something wrong with me. Because
No,
I
we're
do
happy.
believe, and I've always believed, it's very, very healing. Dark romance, if you are going into it for just shock factor, you're not going to get the full effect of what a dark romance really is. It is very therapeutic, and I absolutely love it. And I love that people are realizing that there's good potential with it and value in reading these books.
And I love that you bring light to that because I feel like dark romance always gets such a bad rap because it's always just like, oh, you just like the really wild, spicy scenes and you want everything to be toxic. But there is times where whatever they're going through and how they heal is very therapeutic for other people that are dealing with it. So I love that you go for that deeper meaning.
Well, and not only that, I have people that have commented on my spice. I actually did read one comment. I think it was on the gentleman, I'm not sure, but someone was like, it's very vanilla. And I'm like, like, okay, I admit that. I put that on everything though. That's on my branding is that I'm vanilla. But here's the thing. If you want unhinged smut, there's a whole plateau of them. Like, I mean, I and it's not that I don't love that. I mean, I love reading that stuff. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. I don't even get me started on when Tyson gave Lake an enema. For some reason, I found that really hot, and I don't know what was wrong with me because I was questioning a lot of things. Immediately, I'm like reading it, and I'm like, why is this so hot? So trust me, I love that kind of stuff, but I just feel like when I write my scenes, I write them just from where I'm at. Like if I'm really in the mood, things get really, really hot and heavy. But I write what I know because I'm not going to write things that I don't know because then you're going to be looking at it like, okay, is this like, can this actually happen? Like, for example, in The Stallion, yes, you can fuck in the splits and it is possible. Personal experience, you can do it.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm doing. I love putting the personal experience in there because I don't want someone to read a book and be like, this is not believable. Like,
Right.
because there are people out there that judge that too. But and I think that you're always warranted the break of just reading something basic and vanilla.
I don't know. I never saw you as vanilla. I thought it was a great time. I mean, we all heard him slurp, right? Like
Oh
we
my
listened to that, right? Like I don't feel like that.
I think I swear I think I was actually going upstairs when I heard it happen and it took me out. I think I collapsed on the staircase because I was just like, what just happened? I'm like, what you were talking about having to go back and check for a plot twist. I had to go back and look at my book because I was like, what did I write? I'm like, I don't remember writing this.
Oh, that took me by utter shock, and I'm so glad that I was at home when I was listening to this one because there's been times where I've listened to books out in public and it has caught me off guard. But when I heard the
Oh my
story, I
God.
was like, "Excuse me, sir? Excuse me."
There are some scenes I know I did write some finger sucking in The Gentleman, so we'll see if James Cassidy shows up with that too, because that'll be interesting.
We already know from past experience it can happen. So no
I feel
worries.
like I'm just gonna Easter egg it intentionally if I know he's gonna narrate the book, because then I'm just gonna be like, it's happening right here. We're doing this.
Can you do that thing again that you did with your fingers? Thank you.
Can you do that thing? Put it in parentheses. Make the sound. Enter here.
Do the roar.
Oh my gosh.
I remember
No.
when book club was finally like getting to that part. I was anxiously waiting,
It's
and
just not even that far in the
the amount of text messages that I received afterwards, I was like, oh, they got there.
book. I would love to see that group chat. Oh my
Um,
god.
Because I
Oh.
was like, we got to listen to this. We're going to Vegas. She's amazing, and they're like, oh, okay, like, well, let's all listen to it. And I was just like,
Just plotting. Just
oh,
straight up
100%.
plotting. Oh my
We
god.
have a app that's like it's called Marco Polo, so you can send videos back and forth.
Oh,
I had
fun.
a dozen messages, and then when they got on to Marco, all I saw, yeah, the group chat, all I saw was like the transcripts. He slurps. Yes.
Oh my god.
So
I
from
know.
there on, we were just like, yes, she's coming, she's coming. We're talking to her.
I swear that's just set the bar for the rest of the series now. Like that's like anytime he's on for the narration, it's going to be like expectation. Expectation. At least one flirt per book.
I know it's funny because we talked to Marie. She's like, I don't even know how he did it. I was trying to mimic it. I couldn't get it.
I sent it to her. So after the live, I actually DM'd her the clip, and she goes, "Yeah, no, chocolate pudding."
I love how she figured it out. Yeah, because I remember the live. She was like, I don't know how you did it, and she's over here all the live trying it while we're talking to her, and she's like, I'm doing it right now, and I can't get it. We were
Yeah,
just trying.
I don't think I could do it either. I know he's magical. We'll just call it that. We'll call it, instead of James Cassidy, we will just call him Magic Mike. He is Magic Mike now.
There you go. If it was chocolate pudding, I can never look at it the same way. It's like, oh, hello.
Just imagine a narrator in his booth with chocolate pudding.
Like, all I picture, he's like, you know what? I have an idea for this, and then pauses and like skedaddles to his fridge, and then comes back.
God, I cannot. See, now I
would
want to
pay
go
see
and
that.
DM a bunch of male narrators and be like, hey, can you take a photo of a pudding cup? And just so I can do a collage of just all these male narrators with pudding cups. And we're just going to be like, we know what sound that is. You just need the photo. A photo speaks 1,000 words. There it is.
We're gonna have to ask and be like, what was it? we all need to know what it was.
I want to ask that. You need to get him on a live and ask that question, because I would love to know exactly how he managed to do that.
We have him in January, so that was like my top question I wrote down. I was like, how'd you do it?
First question.
Like, no introduction. Do the roar.
Make the sound. Oh my gosh.
And I know you said you have book 4 coming out, or your process of writing it. Can you tell us anything about it?
So book 4 is The Cowboy. This is a brand new review. So you're going to get a very different book. I mean, obviously you've seen from reading the first 3, there is a structure on how I do the books. The chapters are structured in a specific way. You are getting completely rug pulled out from under you with this one. It starts off very different. First chapter is not the same as the usual chapter where it's like, this is so-and-so, like present day, and then we go back. That's very different. The tasks are different, the task chapters, and building that foundation of the MMC, because not only that, you're getting introduced to a brand new review. And this is not one that's like Magic Mike, Chippendales. This one I have made all my own. And I can tease a little bit. So it is basically a male version of Coyote Ugly. So I'm really excited. I love this vibe. We are going to Nashville. And then the structure of future books are going to change too, because I got to mix it up. I can't give you guys the same boring routine every single time. So characters that are established, their books will start off a little different than characters that you've never met before. And you're going to have a lot of characters coming up in the future books, especially this coming year. You're only going to have one new MMC this year. 2026, you're getting 2 currently announced MMCs, but I can't tell you who, but you already have met the other 2 MMCs that are going to be coming up. So this one is, it's kind of like a Rivals to Lovers. It's not like a hardcore Rivals to Lovers, but it's got a little bit of that in it. I'm really enjoying writing it. It's got a really strong MMC. It's a lot more unhinged. There's a lot more violence in this one. This is going to be my more violent of the books. So if you don't like a lot of violence, this one's not going to be for you. But it is very violent on both ends.
Oh. I feel like we just all got more excited.
I got upset from when I was in Vegas with my editor and PA, and so and she knows exactly what happened because she was there. I got upset with someone, and so I'm getting my revenge on them in this book.
Oh, I'm excited.
I'm giving them a piece of my mind in the book, and she's not very happy about it because she likes him. So.
Ah, makes sense. And can you
Um,
describe your writing process? I know you said you don't like plot out, but what is your writing process?
so I basically kind of have an idea of where I want to go. I kind of think of the characters I want to write and I just go for it. Honestly, it sounds really like strange, but I sometimes will have a point A and a point B. Generally, it's only a point A, and then the point B comes up as I'm writing. So like your plot twists in that, usually those hit me when I'm just out running errands. I'll be out running errands, and then all of a sudden I'm like, that's a plot twist. The one that I had for the bloke, I had to pull over into a grocery store because it hit me in the car, and I'm like, wait, hang on. So I like pulled over, stopped, and I'm sitting on my phone and I'm like typing away. I'm like, okay, this is the plot twist. This is great. And I drove the rest of the way home and I'm giggling and cackling and I'm just like super excited to sit down and get to that point. But so the way I write is called being a pantser, which is exactly like what Stephen King was. You basically just have an idea and you let the words flow. So the characters talk to me essentially, and I just write what they say. And so far, it's been working for me. I feel like if I try to plot, and I have so many notes in my phone, I have tried kind of like plotting, or I get scenes that pop up in my head, and they never make it to page because by the time I get to where I would put it, the plan's changed.
And when you're writing the books, are you writing one at a time or are you writing multiple at a time?
One at a time. I tried writing two. I actually have another book for another series that's like 10K in. And it's been tabled because the moment I reached out to Blue Nose and they wanted to work with me on this series, then I was just like, okay, I guess you're going to sit over here for a little bit while I cruise through the rest of these books. So I do have another series, which was my Rage Queen series, and I am about 10K into the first book for that, but that one's been kind of tabled. And that one I was excited to write because I have more of a like Tyler Durden, Brad Pitt MMC in that one, who I was really excited to write. So he's been tabled for now until I can get through as much of this series as possible. I have 18 books planned. I know. It's like, I know, because you even asked me, you were just like, please tell me there's more. Please tell me there's, there is so much more that I want for this series. I have so many books planned. I have a whole list of the titles and the MMCs, and I have it all ready to go. So it's just, eventually I'm going to need a break between writing all of them. Otherwise it's going to get to a point where I'm just like, okay, I'm done. But
Right.
there are a ton planned for this series. This series is my baby, my absolute baby.
I was gonna say you're cranking them out because there was a break between the bloke and the stallion, but I feel like there wasn't that like giant of a break.
Yep. So when after I finished the bloke, I was writing Asphyxia, which is the third book in my debut series. So I wrapped that series up. So that's why there was the break. And then once that book was done, I went straight into the Stallion. And then from the Stallion went straight into the Gentleman. Like I just keep, and even now I finished the Gentleman and now I'm straight into the Cowboy.
I
And
feel
I
like
have the
I was trying to live
narrators
in your
cast.
brain.
And I've already cast the narrators for the Cowboy, the male and female narrator.
Really? Oh, we're so excited.
I am so excited too because the female narrator, I found her, she actually listened to the bloke and I found her and realized that she was a narrator and I started stalking her on I started stalking her on TikTok and I'm like, I DM'd her randomly one day and I'm like, hey, so would you narrate this book? And she like freaked out and I'm just like, yes, yes. So I'm super excited for that. She's amazing. She sounds just like the character that I have for her. It's almost like the same situation as where I picked out Savannah for the Gentleman for Tessa. I found Savannah Thomas on TikTok, and it was really funny because I hope I'm not crazy, but I remember going into her live one day, and she had just submitted an audition, and she goes, oh, I think the author just entered the chat. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, no, she can't be talking about me. I'm like, there's got to be someone else that entered this chat at the same time I did. I mean, like, she's not talking about me. And I kind of just stayed there and I chatted with her for a little bit. And then a couple days later, my audition list came in and she was on my audition list and I freaked out. I like full blown wanted to scream because if she didn't audition, I actually was probably going to most likely request her to audition
Mhm.
because I knew just from hearing her narrate other books that I wanted her as the FMC for this one.
Right. I'm so glad that I was just fate.
Everything's working out for me. And I'm really picky. I actually guilty as charged. I was not a audiobook listener before I started going into audiobooks with these. And mainly that is because I was very picky. I really like duet. I prefer duet. I know everyone has their preferences. I like the immersive aspect of it. And it's not very jarring for me to have the contrast of voices through the dialogue. It doesn't jar me at all. And so that was the one thing I said. I was like, okay, if I'm going to do this series in audiobook, I'm going full tilt. I am doing duet. And then the auditions, I have to take my time with them. I can't just, I'm not going to settle. And I've even told my editor, she works with me and stuff. And I'm just like, there's no settling. If none of these are working, we're going to find someone else because this has to be perfect to me. And it's been the best investment for me. I mean, I feel like I'm literally paying for these for me. I don't care if anyone buys them realistically because they're for me. They're for me. James Cassidy slurps are for me.
We need that on a t-shirt. That needs to that needs to be a t-shirt.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That would be great. That would be that. Yeah, that would be absolutely hilarious. I don't even know if he'd approve of that though.
We could convince him.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was
I can
just
see
gonna
myself
ask though,
wearing that.
how was it listening to your books as like an author? How was it hearing your books?
I was terrified because when I'm done writing a book, once it goes through my alpha and beta readers and ARC readers, I don't touch it. I don't read it because there's always things that I can change. There's always things I can fix. As I grow as a writer, I'm going to see things that I'm like, I could have worded that better, or I could have said something else here. So I try not to do that. And I was very nervous when I got my first beta to hit play was very nerve wracking for me because I was like, just don't judge your book. I'm like, just don't judge what they say. But it's crazy because it doesn't feel like I wrote it. Listening to the
Really?
narrators read that, the bloke, it didn't feel like it was the book that I wrote, and not in a bad way. It was more so I didn't really think. It was really nice. It was like actually listening to someone else's book.
I'm always curious how authors react because I know how we react. We're just like, yay! And I read The Stallion before listening to it because again, I could not wait. So I'm always curious. I loved the audiobook. I thought it did your book justice and it just made it even better. So I'm always curious how authors feel like with it being your words, hearing it in real life, hearing it acted and performed for you.
Yeah, it was scary at first, but now that I've basically, from the bloke and the stallion, had that kind of that moment of it's not the same,
Mhm.
it's really refreshing. And I cannot wait to like the beta for book three is supposed to come on my birthday.
Oh,
So
yay.
so I'm really excited because if everything stays on schedule, I'm going to have the best freaking birthday on the planet because I get the twins.
Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
We are excited for you to get to listen to that. I know we're excited for it. And I wanted to know, is there a genre you haven't tapped into that you want to tap into in the future?
For writing,
Mhm.
so I do actually have I have a pen name planned already for it kind of like not romantasy. It's kind of it'd be like a sci-fi fantasy or sci-fi romantasy hybrid. I have a story that I do want to write. Kind of not really full plotted out, but I already know like the foundation, the whole storyline, everything. And I set up not on social media, but like graphic wise and everything. I set up the pen name that would be under, which would be Cecily McMillan.
I like that.
and I'm really excited to get to that point. It would be a 3-book series. It would I don't even know. It might be that what I write to take a break from the MUR series. If I get to that point. If I lose my ability to keep going, because right now I get excited with every single book I write for this one. Book 5 and 6 I'm actually really excited, because those two MMCs, everyone's going to be very excited when they find out for book 5, because it's an MMC that everyone has been asking about.
Oh, but now I'm curious because there's what I want to know. So now I'm curious.
It's definitely an MMC a lot of people have been asking about, saying I hope XYZ gets a book. So and they are, and that was my original intention too. So that was supposed to be the next one, but because of plot line wise, I had to switch it out, because the cowboy did better doing this one next, and then 5 and 6 being right up one after the other, because those two, I do have an arcing plot between my debut series and this series.
Oh.
So, and if you, well, I didn't put it on. I have a timeline that I made that you can access in my broadcast channel for the MUR series, so you can see the timeline progression of like where every book takes place. But there are some Easter eggs in especially the bloke that tie into my debut series. I think it's table 24. The poker table number in the bloke aligns with a chapter in Anathema, the book 2 of my debut series.
Really?
And so that chapter tells you exactly who that person is, and that the Mill City series takes place, I believe, 5 years after the bloke, because Kyler is the FMC of book 1, Ataraxia, and she is also, or she was, Sienna's friend.
Right. Huh. We're gonna have to dive into that series now.
I'm excited because that whole arc plot is going to be explosive.
I'm so excited. Like I said, after I finished the book, I like immediately I was like, okay, who is she? And then I was like looking at your profile, I was like, okay, when's the next one coming out?
This one, I don't have a plan for the cowboy yet. I decided, after I gave myself super aggressive deadlines this year, it was really stressful. Not like it's not like I had to force any of the storylines, but having that deadline kind of makes you feel like you really have to like get stuff done. So I'm going a little bit slower paced with the rest of my books. So my intention is to have 3 books out next year for the Men in a Review series. As for when, I don't know 100%. My goal is I believe my goal was April, August, December for the releases. And I don't know if that will 100% stick. I'm going to try to. I do have, it has to be, the cowboy has to be done by May at the latest, because I do have the narrator scheduled for June. So it has to be done before then. But I'm just taking it slow right now. I'm trying to, because we've got the holiday season and everything, and writing's a lot, and I've got a lot going on. So just taking it day by day.
That makes sense. And we want your brain to rest because it's a masterpiece and we're obsessed.
Well, thank you. I like to cherish my brain too.
And do you have any events that you're planning on attending in the upcoming future?
So I don't have anything for the rest of this year. Next year, I will be at Smut Lovers. So I'm super excited for that. I freaked out when I got my invitation for that one, and I was like, done. I booked my table right away. I've already booked my hotel. I'm booking my flight soon. I'll be there, and my goal is, it'll probably be most likely I'll do only pre-orders except for special editions. And my goal is to have Black Chapter special editions for the Stallion and for the Gentleman by then. So they'll be similar to the special edition of the Bloke, with Black Chapter pages, everything. And those will be the only ones I bring to that event just because it is in Florida and moving, like flying all that stuff over is a lot. So I have that. And then if you know Ruby Darling, she invited me to a author soiree in October. And so I will be attending that event as well.
Yay.
So I'm really excited for that. She reached out to me and I freaked out. I was just like, oh my God, I cannot believe you're talking to me right now. And she's so sweet. She's the sweetest person in the world. And her reaching out to me and I'm just like, you're talking to me. And I'm like, I'm this little baby author and you're just so amazing. And she's amazing. And I cannot wait to meet her in person. But those are the only two events I have scheduled for next year. My goal is I'm still on the wait list and I haven't got an email saying anything otherwise, but I really would like to go to Wild and Windy Vegas. I want to go to a Vegas convention just because my books are rooted there. But if that doesn't happen, I haven't reached out to the bookstore yet, but XOXO Book Boutique in Vegas, they house my books. I have a whole shelf there, actually. They're just the most amazing people in the world. But I have a shelf there. And if I don't get to go to Wild and Windy next year, and I don't have any other conventions coming up, my goal is to do a release party for book 6. Because book 6 of the series is a massive story plot line. I mean, it's the book of the series. So I want to do, my goal would be to do like a birthday party, release party at the bookstore in Vegas. And then hopefully if I can get a lot of people involved, we could all go and grab a table at Thunder and we can all do like a whole party thing. Like, that would be what I would really love to do next year.
We volunteer to come.
We're
planning on going with Ruby.
Going into Thunder and having a whole table of all of us book girls, and we're all holding like our books up and everything. I haven't heard from Thunder. I did send them copies of the bloke. The global marketing director for Magic Mike asked for a copy of the book. And I sent him the book, and he actually said he was going to read it. I don't know if he did, but he said he was going to read it. And then he also gave a copy. I sent 2 copies. The second one, then he gave to Selena, who was the VIP host who hosted us. Which then I feel like I need to apologize to her because I got very, very drunk and I was crawling. I feel like I was crawling. I probably wasn't, but I remember like literally going around and like grabbing all the money, all the pink dollar bills, and my PA, I don't know if Mallory's still here, but I remember vaguely going around being like, can I take these with me? Can I have more? Do you have more of these? I would love to like, and I'm just scooping all this money up from the floor. Can I just take these home?
No, please throw this party because I know that all of the club will want to be there. We will bust it.
And I remember Mallory. I remember her. The woman asked me. She goes, "Is she okay?" And Mallory's like, "Yeah, no, she's fine. She'll be fine."
Don't even worry about her. She's having a great time.
Yeah, don't worry about. Yeah, bookmarks exactly. But yeah, so now I have like a whole. I don't have as many as I wanted, but I do have a good hand. But she could like good. Yeah, they were concerned. I don't even think I was walking straight. And then I did a trick shot too. I was drunk enough and she didn't, I'm mad because she didn't get it on video, but how would she even known it was going to happen? But I pounded a water and like several feet away there was a garbage can and I just threw it just carelessly. And she's like, great, I'm going to have to go pick that up. Slam dunked it.
She's been at the ready at all times.
So, and then she had to take my shoes off at the end of the night and we couldn't get them off.
I just want to be friends with Mallory.
She's got a lot of stories about me. Our Vegas experience was amazing. You should have seen. We always make a joke in my group chat because I tell everyone if I get super drunk, my cure for a hangover is tortillas. I will just eat a plain tortilla when I'm drinking, and then I don't get hungover and I don't feel sick the next morning. Went to we left the hotel room and I went to the nearest taco place and I walked up and I'm like super hungover and I'm like, can I just buy a tortilla from you? And the guy looked at me like I was insane. I go, look, I'm hungover. Can I please have a tortilla? And I did. Sure. I got it. They gave it to me. And so we're walking down the strip and I'm sitting there like, I don't even remember what time it was. I think it was like 10 in the morning. I'm walking around just eating plain tortillas as we're walking.
Whatever works. I'm going to have to try that the next day. I'm going to do the tortilla.
Definitely works, but you don't do it after the fact. So when you're drinking, you eat the tortilla and then that kind of soaks it all up. So then the next morning you're kind of like not as like gross.
Genius.
But yeah, she's probably got the best stories of me from Vegas because I didn't eat. I was late I was getting late to the hotel for us to go to Magic Mike, and so I skipped dinner because my flight was delayed. So we went in there and we bought shots. I got 2 drinks. And then our lovely waiter who straddled my legs got us additional shots. I don't know if it was him. I want to say it was him, but he said the bar bought us some shots. And so I had another shot too. And I was very, very lit. I was very lit for the night.
I love it.
And that was the first time I met her in person. Her first impression of me is being blackout drunk.
This is the best impression.
I was like, we're just going there. Be like, I don't know who you are, but can you take my shoes off?
She's just like, yeah. And then you're like, can you also get me tortillas? Well, now I know what to get you for Christmas. I'll just send you some tortillas.
Oh my God. I swear to God, if you guys start mailing me tortillas, I'm just.
Do you have a specific brand that you like?
No. Just flour. I don't like the corn tortillas, but flour tortillas. That's if you ever come to my house to go drinking, I have a whole pantry of tortillas for you. I've got at least 3 packs right now. I actually did forget it. I was supposed to bring a bag. I was supposed to bring a pack of tortillas with me to Vegas, and I was in such a rush to pack that I forgot them. But I was supposed to bring them with me because usually I do. I'm very weird, and that is the one thing that I will bring with me wherever I go. I will bring a pack of tortillas if I know alcohol is involved.
He gets searched by security. He just like whips out a 60-can of tortillas. He's like, okay.
Oh, I've gone through TSA with an entire pizza. I have because I was hungry and I got Domino's and then I got to the airport and I was like, okay. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm not getting rid of this. And I put it on the belt and I'm like, okay, I know there's liquid on here because of the sauce and stuff. And I'm like, but I put it on the belt and it went straight through.
I just had no problem with it.
You'd be surprised. I used to work at the airport, so the things that I've gone through security with are just wild.
I'm going to need a list, because if I knew I could have brought a whole pizza, I would have done that.
I am that person that will go through TSA with a whole pizza.
See, look, next Vegas trip, we just have to plan it around you and go with you. And you and Mallory we need to go with, and then we'll bring pizza, and then Wendy will bring tortillas.
Oh my God, yes. Yes, that is exactly what we are going to do. It's going to be such a good time. It's going to be an absolute party. Oh, and then I actually did, I went to a book signing, and I actually, this was the best experience for me. Went to the book signing when I was there, and I got into a Tesla as one of my Ubers. I'd never ridden in a Tesla. And so got to the hotel, and I'm sitting in the back seat, and the guy's like, are you going to get out? And I looked at the door, and I'm like, I can't find the handle. I'm like, I don't know how to get out of the car. So I'm still in there and I'm trying to figure out. He's like, you just push a button. I'm like, where is the button? I'm like, sir, I'm stuck in your back seat. And then his other pickup was two really hot guys, and they opened the door on the other side. And I like launched myself across the seat. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. And I crawled out of the car.
I think you were held captive.
And these two hot guys were just like, what the hell just happened? And I was like, God, I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. I was stuck in there. I didn't think I was going to get out.
So we're taking Ubers with you too.
Make sure they're Teslas, because I won't know how to get out.
We'll just wait for it. We'll open it and have Magic Mike open the door for us. I feel like we can't get out.
I'll be late to wherever. You're just like, everyone look for a Tesla. I bet she's in there right now.
Your hands are on the mirror. Help me.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah.
So no Tesla Ubers.
And I have a lot of moments like that. Believe it or not.
Stop tortillas. Got it.
Yeah. So we've got pizza, we've got tortillas, and we've got Teslas. Perfect.
Pizzas are approved, tortillas are approved, Teslas are no-go. Now we know.
I would feel like I'd be traumatized. Like we'd call an Uber and I'd see a Tesla pull up and I'd be like, I ain't getting in there.
I can't get out if I get in.
I'll only get out of the car. There are two hot guys on the other side.
That's the only reason you can get out is because of the outside. Oh
I don't even know what was going through their minds. They were laughing, but I have no idea. I came out of there like I came out of there like a feral raccoon. I can just imagine they were probably like, what the hell happened in this car?
You don't want answers to that. I see the plot of your next story.
Oh my God, that'd be great. I need to put that. That's gonna have to happen in a book. I'm gonna have to put that in a book now.
But instead, she couldn't get out, so they just got inside with her.
There we go. That's it. That's the romance aspect. They just got inside the car and she just went wherever.
Yep, there you go.
I probably should have done that. I should have been like, this is my Uber, but you guys can share it with me, but I'm getting out wherever you get out because I don't know how to get out.
You would have been on an adventure. And you said you had special editions. Are you going to re-up your special editions for the bloke with the black pages?
No. I mean, what do you mean by re-up? Like do another one?
Are they available now, or is there a shop that we can get them from?
So the bloke perspective in Tesla.
That's a new trope.
Oh my God. I should just actually call the book Tesla.
There you go, a trope that we didn't know.
Exactly what's going to happen. But so the bloke special editions are available right now on my website. And then if you are going to Smut Lovers, the pre-order for that one is available too. I haven't put on the Stallion or the Gentleman because I haven't ordered those covers yet. As you can imagine, custom covers are very expensive. Oh, yeah. I do all my own covers. These special editions are the only ones I don't do on my own. And because I want the series of covers to be consistent, they're all going to go through the same designer. So those ones my goal is to have them by next year, but I can't guarantee that. But at least we'll have the bloke. I have already designed the black chapter pages for the Stallion. And then eventually I'm going to do the black chapter pages for the Gentleman. But right now the Stallions ones are done. Smut Lovers is in Orlando.
Okay. We're gonna have to go to that because I want the black covers. I didn't know you still had them for sale, so after this is over,
I do. I do. They are still available and they are absolutely gorgeous. And then if you guys do go to Smut Lovers, Mallory and I are planning on playing hooky for a day, and we are going to do the drink around the world in Epcot, so you guys can see me crawl around Epcot.
I volunteer to go with you.
That will be an open invitation when we figure out which day we're gonna go. Because I told her, I was like, we got to do the drinks around the world in Epcot, and we might have to make shirts. That'd be really fun to do like dark romance drinks around the world, like book club ones. That'd be so much fun.
Yes, we're planning. So we have Vegas trip with no Teslas, and then we have Orlando. It sounds like a
Oh
plan.
my gosh. Now I want to go back to Vegas. I swear it's like a second home to me. I love Vegas. Yeah, I absolutely love it. I know that everyone's like, some people are like, Vegas, it's one of my favorite cities. I'll never get tired of it.
I love that. We went it was my first time going when we went to Wild and Windy Vegas. And it was an amazing experience. I thought it was so fun. And I was like, I get why she had a good time here after Fairfax.
Well, and you can go there so many times and it's still fun. Like, I love the people. I don't have to gamble or anything. I love the people watching aspect. I love just walking aimlessly down the strip and just seeing what people are doing. It's really, really fun. And they've done a really good job of updating it and adding more to the strip to make it worth it. But we were going to go to the Sphere. We actually did go to the Sphere, and we told a bartender that we walked all the way from Excalibur to whatever circus bar we were at. And he looked at us like we were insane because apparently I think that we walked like a mile and a half and we didn't realize it. And he's like, you guys walked all the way here and you're going to walk to the Sphere. And we were like, well, yeah, it's like right there, isn't it? He's like another half mile down the road. And then he led us through like a back alley door and stuff. And we were just like, Mallory's like, dude, he's going to kill us. She's like, he just led us through a back door. This is not okay. But
You had your tortillas so you could slap them.
I did not have my tortillas, but we managed to make it. And then we walked all the way back to the bar, and he had 2 seats waiting for us at the bar. And then he started adding stuff to our beers and got us very drunk as well.
That just sounds amazing.
He actually gave us a dick pic. Not the kind that you think. He actually drew it. He printed a whole receipt and drew us a dick pic. And then gave it to us. He was lovely. It was lovely. It was the biggest one I'd ever seen. I think Mallory still has it because I think I gave it to her. I think I gave it wrong. I think I told her to keep it as a souvenir, and I bet she still has it.
You have to frame it. Please tell me she framed it.
Oh God, I hope she did. It was great. I think there was actually hair on it too.
Inspiration for a new book.
Came out of my wallet instead of my idea check.
How do you explain that?
There you go. That's another thing to take to TSA. They ask for your ID. You give them a dick pic.
I feel like that's not what I wanted. But impressive. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I really hope she framed it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really hope she framed it. And if you wouldn't mind, is it okay if I do invite some of our book club members up?
Absolutely.
Dying to chat with you too.
Oh, good times. Now I need to go back to Vegas. That was such a memorable trip. It was amazing. And then my flight got delayed. By the way, I've had my first experience too of a 24-hour flight delay. Oh. That is an interesting experience because I went to the airport early in the morning. Her flight was later, so she was hanging out, going around on the strip. And then all of a sudden she gets to the airport. She's like, my flight leaves in an hour. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, my flight leaves tomorrow.
Oh, no. Hello.
Hi.
Sorry, I had to get my dog a treat. She just came in from outside.
There we go. Just waiting on her to join. Technically, it is a form of ID. You know what? That's a valid statement.
It is. It is. Oh my God, could you imagine if that was actually a form of ID for men?
Like, oh, I haven't seen one of these before. That's interesting.
That needs to go in our book too.
Oh my God.
Yes, she is referring. We have a book where we put unhinged things that happen on our life and we put it in a book.
Oh, if actually, I might have to ask Mallory if she can find that photo or that, yeah, if she can find that, I'm gonna have her take a photo of it and I should actually put it in a book, like at the back of the book and actually like put a dick picture. I should do that. I'm gonna do that. Or maybe I should do that as a dedication. I'll just call it a dictation and then just put like just draw you guys a dick. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that for this book. That sounds like very appropriate for this book that I'm writing right now.
Mallory, we want to
I
see it in
love
a
it.
private DM, please.
So she does have it because she said she could send a pic in the chat. She would. So I'll have her DM you it.
A picture or it didn't happen. So we have two of our book club members, and I believe Ines has read The Gentleman, and that was her
Gentleman as
first
an art.
introduction to you.
Yeah, I love it. Especially the side of that character and how she fight for her dream when she was forced. I'm not gonna say some spoilers, but about her mother, I was so upset about her mother. And when she said, like, yeah, the F word, I'm gonna live my dream, and she left, I liked it. I like that. Honestly, I like that. And the chemistry between the characters, it was very amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
the
know
perfection.
I loved writing Tessa's character. And I knew when I started writing her that I was like, she's going to be a celebrity, like a starlet. And I was like, you really think about like Hollywood and all these actors and actresses, and you think that they love the glamour. And I'm like, I bet you anything they don't. I bet you anything there's so many of them that wish they could leave, but they just feel stuck and trapped and they can't. And so that's why
Exactly.
I wanted to bring Tessa's character to life, because I feel like it's so relatable of having all of these expectations on you, and then all of a sudden it's like, I don't want this anymore. I want to be free. And I have an obsession with
And also,
identical.
I love the fact that like everyone who goes to Vegas, like see all the glamour, all the fashion, all the bars, and all that light. But there is a word beneath that word, a dark word. That aspect, I love it so much. Like when you look to Vegas now, you see it differently. That's it. That's how I see it now. It's different. Like it's possibly it could be true. Like there is an underworld beneath that word.
And she's
Yeah.
on to it. That's why they
Yeah.
wanted copies.
Whole new
See how close
perspective.
she was.
So like, how much does she really know?
Thank you for the art.
How many shoes has she been
I'm
to?
so
Like,
glad that I
what
had
has
the
she
art.
seen?
Just wait. One of these days, I'm just going to disappear and everyone's going to be like, what happened? Be like, they knew. They found out. It was all real.
Don't worry, the unhinged fans
She had to
book
do the
club will
3
come
jabs.
rescue you.
We'll come find you.
I always make the joke. It's just
Now we know
like
about
the
the 3
secret
jabs.
really is that I know these secrets because I'm actually married to one of them. I just don't show it. I just,
Makes
you
sense.
never know.
Okay.
You get the insider
Who is
scoop.
my baby daddy?
That's how you got backstage passes. That makes sense.
Yes.
And we know that Mallory's
Thank you
holding
for
on
the
to
book.
those
It was
secrets too.
amazing.
She will be the gatekeeper of my secrets. She will hold them all to the grave, and then if I ever disappear, she'll give you the truth.
She'll
Don't
lead the
spill
search party.
secrets.
We're gonna be like, we need more books. Where is she?
Come on, you can do it.
No, she's undercover. She's trying to figure out new secrets.
Yep, she's living it out for us, and she'll come back and report it.
Yeah, true story vibes. Well, thank you so much,
Maybe.
Jackie, for those books. It was amazing. I loved it. I
Oh, I'm
honestly loved
so
it. And the
glad.
audiobook
I've been so nervous
was a
with this
blessing.
series on how it would have been, how people would have perceived it, because I know that like you've got the Magic Mike movies, you've got the shows, and it's just like I think I was slightly discouraged with the first book after that one came out because some people were just like, this is so like unbelievable. Like they said it was laughable because it just seems so crazy. And I'm like, but you've got books with college kids that are murderers. Like
Yeah.
how is this any less believable? These
Okay.
guys are in their 30s.
Yeah, and that's way more believable for me than college students.
But I just decided to keep going with it. And if it's not believable, you know what? At least it's fun.
And it was both.
Absolutely.
It's just one of those things where
That
you
was
have to
good.
find your audience. It's not going to be for everybody.
Mhm. Yep.
But we thoroughly enjoyed it and we'll continue to enjoy it. So just
We
keep putting them out.
I'm so excited. And I think that's what I'm finding I'm finding a lot of peace in my writing now because I think I have found a lot of my readers like you guys and the encouragement it makes the world of difference for me to keep going because at least then I know even if it was only one person, at least there are people out there that like to read stuff like this and find it entertaining and can laugh along with me.
Mhm.
Well, as
And
a dark romance reader, well, correction, as a dark romance lover, I really loved it. It wasn't that dark. I, but it was good, actually. It wasn't that dark, but it was good. It was well written, and I loved it.
we were obsessed, and I thought it was the perfect blend because you have books that are so dark that you kind of need a mental kind of break after you finish
Mhm.
them, and then you have a book that are not very dark, so you can kind of have fun with. I felt like yours was that perfect balance because we got what we wanted in the dark romance, but we also got like what we wanted with, I don't want to say contemporary, but like a fun love
Absolutely.
Yeah,
romance.
like kind of like like fluffy, but not like full fluffy.
Yes. Like dark
Absolutely. No, it
Hallmark.
was well balanced, actually.
Dark Hallmark, and
It
that is
was well
exactly
balanced.
Mallory branded me that. She's just like it's like Hallmark, but with murder.
Very lifetime of you.
The amount of people who stop at my table at conventions now because I have that on my table, and people are like Hallmark, but with murder, huh?
No, I absolutely I love that concept because it was definitely fun. So that's why I was like, I don't know why people are calling you vanilla. It was the perfect combo for me. I had an absolute blast. I still think about it. I will forever dream of the slurp sound for my remaining years on this planet.
Every time I hear that word, I have PTSD from Jacob Morgan. I'll
Oh
never live
yes.
that down. I'll never live it
Oh
down.
my
Every
God.
time.
We have a funny story for you. We had a
Mhm.
live with Jacob Morgan and we were making a comment and Ashley made a slurping sound.
No, he said something about eating it all up, and I just made this sound.
And he
I
caught
knew,
on
and
to
I'm
the
like,
sound.
oh, shoot.
Oh my gosh.
So see, we've been haunted by the slurp before.
Oh.
No, but we
James
we are so
Cassidy's was
grateful.
definitely better than mine, though.
Yes, we were quite excited for James Cassidy slurp.
So now when I go through my beta in December for this one, if it's missing from where it should be, and I don't know if there's more than one. I know for a fact um in the three split chapter scene, which I think you guys know what that one is, that one has the opportunity for it. And I have a feeling if it's not there, I'm gonna go hop up in his DMs and be like, hey,
Insert
James,
here.
you need to fix this. You need to fix this.
They're gonna
It's
be
gonna be in
expecting it.
parentheses on like the character notes and James, do it. Do the thing.
I'm gonna put a whole big Word document in big bold print, send it to Blue Nose, chapter whatever, this line, slurp.
Slurp is required for this.
I know I didn't put that in my notes, and now from now on, I'm gonna have to put that in my notes.
I approve of this. I still want a shirt though. Like, I
Oh
still
my
want that
God.
logo. I'm gonna have to clip it so I can keep it and like send it to somebody to get it made for me so I can come back
James
when I see you in
Cassidy's
person
flags are
and
for
have
me.
that on
Oh
for
my
you.
God.
I love
Oh,
it.
No, I think we lost Ness.
Oh
But
no.
I just wanted to thank
Yep,
you for coming. I mean,
I'm
it was
here.
an absolute blast. Oh, are you? It's like frozen on you. Being able to chat with you was so
Oh,
fun, and we're
oh,
so grateful.
this was amazing. I love talking to my readers. I mean, we have my group chat and stuff, but I love doing things like this because then it's just there's an actual conversation without just like text bubbles, and it's fun hearing what you guys think of the books and the characters, and I love hearing it. I try to avoid looking at reviews now just to keep myself up and keep myself motivated to continue writing. And so I always love when I'm tagged in them. It's always just nice to see that people are enjoying these stories, then I can keep writing them.
And I know it's a little blurry, but we usually like to take a group photo if everybody is good with that. And Ness, I don't know if yours is gonna come out.
Oh,
uh,
she's buffering
you
on
can
my
hear
screen.
me or not?
Ooh, we can
Can you
hear
hear
you,
me?
but you're buffering.
Oh, sorry.
You Thorn. I love you
It's
too.
okay. Come on.
I love all my readers.
I don't know if you want to try to
Uh,
come in or go out and then come back in and see if that fixes it.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let me snag this one first. All right, are you ready, Ashley?
Yeah.
Ready? One, two. Oop, did I get it? I got it.
Okay, so you know I can't do it. I always turn the screen off on accident.
I always turn the screen off. It has to be Marissa that takes the picture because I will accidentally turn off the screen and then like the live goes blank and I'm like, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry.
I know, I do the same thing. I did it the one time and I heard Wendy say, Ashley, where'd you go? I'm like,
That- That's why I had other
oops.
people start taking them for me because I was like, I'm gonna turn off the live. And then the guest is just gonna be standing there like with a smile, like, did you guys get it? Or
And I don't know how to jump down because I'm not used to Instagram.
um I have no idea. It won't let me do it.
I would say, do you tap yourself? But I know that there's an X on my screen on the top where it says live,
Yeah.
and then the number there's an X, and I'm wondering if that
I,
might be it.
let's see. Yep, I got it.
Hi. Better?
Yes, a lot better. All right, are you ready for your picture?
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, I got it.
Good. Thank you so much, Jackie. It was an honor to see you and to talk to you.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy. And I hope we can do this again with like the next books or sometime next year with more of the books out. And obviously we can party
Yes,
in
sure.
either Orlando or Vegas next year.
I hope so.
Yes, please.
My goal is the release party in December next year because I have a feeling that would be so much fun, especially to actually be in Vegas and not be at an actual convention and just have a whole just relaxed, chill social interaction.
I hope the audiobook will be amazing, especially
We
for
we are
the
definitely looking
gentlemen,
forward to that.
honestly. So I leave my place to others. So thank you so much, Jacqueline, again. Bye.
Thank you.
No, but we truly appreciate you. This was an absolute blast being able to talk to you. Like I said, this has been on our docket for a while because as soon as we discovered you, we were like, nope, we're in love with her. We need everything that she's ever written, and we
Oh
need
my
to be
gosh.
able to talk with her.
That means so much to me. That means so much, especially being just a small indie author and getting discovered. I mean, that's huge. That is really huge.
And then May, yay, we got May up.
Oh, yay. Can you see me?
I can
Okay.
hear, but I
Okay.
can't see. But if you can,
Okay.
that's what matters, though, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll snag a photo. May, you got a smile. Ready? 1, 2, and there we go. And we have May, she's all the way from Australia. So when we were laughing about the
Hi.
bloke, I was like, how did you feel about the accent?
I loved it.
There was someone that commented about the book of the bloke, and they were just like, I don't think the author's Australian, but she sounds like she is. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I don't sound Australian, but I actually am.
I loved it, honestly. And then hearing the audiobook as well, James Cassidy with the Australian accent. And I thought he did a phenomenal job at doing it. And I even reached out to him as well. I was like, bro, you did an amazing Aussie accent. And the amount of times I've shared that clip, like with the bloopers and everything as well that he does of him in this Australian accent, even my mum was like, wait, he's not Australian? And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, he's not. And they would freak out. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, he absolutely nailed the accent, and it was just, and you could tell too, because he even said from the start, he was like, it was a little rough at the beginning getting into it, but once he got the flow, it turned really natural towards like as you progress through the book, and you can hear that, and I absolutely love it because even then, so the character of Colby is an Australian in Vegas, so I mean, obviously you're gonna have that exaggerated accent, and so I feel like he nailed that the authenticity of who Colby, how he would sound was absolutely flawless.
And I mean, there were little snippets of when his American accent would come in, but then it's like, I was in NOLA not too long ago for the first time, and I would even have snippets of where I was taking on the American accent. And it's like, no matter where you go, you are going to take on that, the way people speak. And I thought that was completely fine.
Oh yeah.
But I loved the book so much, and it was amazing. And then I read The Stallion as an arc as well as an ALC, and I was like, that was so good. Oh my gosh. And then reading The Gentleman is like, wait, we've heard these characters before. Wait a minute. James introduced us, and it's like, and then finding out he's going to like, mind blown.
I know. I actually I was re-listening to the bloke, and when it came to the gala scene where all of them are together I actually started crying, and I was on live when I was doing it because I was doing my live annotating for a book for one of the books. And so I actually had to turn off my live because I had started crying because I had just finished writing The Gentleman, and hearing Lucas and Levi and then Tessa, like it hit me so hard. I started bawling my eyes out, and it was a happy scene, but I'm just like, oh my God, all my characters are right here. So I love that because there are people that are just like, I didn't realize the bloke takes place after The Gentleman and the Stallion.
That was just, I really just enjoyed that. That was a nice little Easter egg for us.
Oh
I
yes.
definitely thought that was fun because I was like, just when I thought she couldn't like make my head spin anymore, she makes my head spin again.
Well, and it's funny too because you hear Bria in the first book on talking about how let him help you because you need it. And I didn't know the plot of that book. And then writing out her test, it's like it makes sense. So that's how my head works apparently. Apparently I already knew that she had issues, but so it worked out amazingly. And then you have Tessa, who is just Tessa.
See, this is why I said I just want to live in your brain for a little bit. Just take a vacation and just hang out
Sneak
there with
peek.
all the characters in your mind.
Just get sneak
I
peeks of it.
I loved because you always hear in books, it's always the women who are the dancers, and they're always objectified and all that other
Mhm.
stuff. And then having it being the men finally, honestly, because I think they need their fair share, and then being objectified, um, because they don't get enough attention in that space. And I feel like you did it wonderfully, and then
Thank,
adding a secret society to it as well was just mwah, chef's kiss.
thank you. I know. And I get so many people in my DMs who are just like, "What's a male review?" And I'm like, "Oh God, am I that old?" I'm like, "Why?" They're not strippers. It's review because they're performers. And I'm trying to explain it, and people are like, "I feel really dumb because I didn't know that's what it was." I'm like, "No, no, you're not. I'm just very old school."
Well, I loved it. I can't get enough of it, and I recommend it to a lot of people.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me.
Oh yeah, it's like the first thing that comes out of my mouth, and they're like, "Do you have a book rec?" I was like, "How do you feel about this?" Because it's
How do
phenomenal.
you feel about half-naked men grinding on you?
They're like, "Sounds like a good time. You're gonna love it. It sounds like a great
It's like,
time."
yes, please.
No, but we thank you so much for taking the time and chatting with us. We had an absolute blast getting to know you, and it just honestly makes us adore you and your work even more. And we definitely need to go read your backlog now.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Tread carefully with the backlog.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Although,
And I just wanted
although
to say,
book three in the backlog, you get chapter one spice. Like first line right there. There's no slow burn with that one.
And that's what we love.
and I just want to say, Jacqueline, because I heard you discussing that you accepted Ruby's invitation to go to convention in October. Um, I just wanted to say that I'm going to be there as well because I'm going to be part of her team and getting the event ready with her, and it's going to be so exciting to actually meet you in person. So
Oh my God, I cannot wait to meet you in person. That's going to be amazing. Ah, I'm so excited now.
That's why I said we all have to get like the slurp shirts so when we show up in October we're like, Jacqueline!
Yeah. Yeah, so are we just like gonna have it just literally just say slurp and then a little line that says James Cassidy?
I don't know, I
I
kinda
need to
like the
send it
whole
to
James
James.
Cassidy slurps for me and then have
Oh
your
my
face in the middle.
God, yes, okay, that's it. Yeah, you're right. James Cassidy slurps.
And then have like your profile picture.
Oh my God. Oh my God, he would kill me. I feel like he'd be like, what are you doing?
Marketing.
Okay, so now you have to put a pin in that and bring that up when you have his interview in January and be like, can we get approval for this?
How do you feel about a shirt that says about talks about you slurping? Just for records.
I claim that.
Oh my
I claim that
God.
as mine. That is mine now. I don't know if he's done it in any other book, but as far as I'm concerned, that's mine.
It's
I'm
yours.
staking my claim on it.
As you
Yep.
should.
Get your trademark. Get your trademark on it. Brand it. Everything. D slurp. Oh my God.
That's
Oh
all
my
I'm saying
God.
is like we have to show up in October with shirts that state it and then like have your face on it or like have like a face cutout trying
Oh
to
my
find you.
God. Oh my God. Well, it is a masquerade.
There you go. Perfect.
Oh my
And I will make sure that my bag has tortillas.
God. Oh my God. I will if you no one shows up with their tortilla, I'll be concerned. I should
I'll
arrive at
definitely.
my event and have people lined up. Like, can you sign my tortilla?
I'll be at the line and I'll say, do you have your tortilla?
And then when we
I'll be
take you
there
out
to
for
make
drinks,
you.
I'll just like whip one out and I was like, do you need one now? Or
Oh my gosh,
I'll
yes.
go heat it up for you real quick.
I have actually carried tortillas in my purse before. I have actually taken one in my purse before. Believe it or not, I have folded one up and taken it with me.
I love this.
I'm
That
a
makes
good
it honestly
time.
even better.
I am a good
Okay, this is
time.
what we got to do this, Christina. Okay,
Yes.
all right. So we need to carry them in our purses. Is what we're gonna do.
Remind me to get tortilla stickers for the next convention.
I think it's only
Yes.
fair because we have to bring like epi shots for Brandon, so we'll just bring epi shots and tortillas.
Yes.
I think it's only fair.
Oh my gosh, yes.
No, but I definitely wanted to thank you. I know you're extremely busy and I know you're cranking stuff out, so being able to just come and talk with us and you're such a fun time. So I'm just glad that we had this opportunity and I definitely hope that we are able to link up in the future. That event in December sounds amazing, or even October, because I know you're one of our favorites. So if we had the
Oh,
opportunity to meet you, it would just be phenomenal.
oh my gosh. I love meeting my readers in person. It's so much fun. It's a blast. I had two conventions this year and I absolutely loved it. And so I cannot wait to go to more. So
We
100%.
got you.
I would love to meet you guys in person.
Yay! I hope we're able to. And before Tara runs out of service, do you want a picture, Tara? All right, here we go. Ready? One, two. She's at a concert and ran to the bathroom to be able to come see you
Oh my
on our live.
Thank you. That is
Yeah,
huge.
I'm hiding out in the bathroom at a rock concert that my husband and I are at before I leave town tomorrow to go to a rock festival for the weekend.
Oh my
So,
gosh. Well, thank you
so yeah.
so much. That's huge.
No,
Thank you.
I told him all week. I was like, I have FOMO. I can't believe I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. And the band was like the opening band. They're good, but I've never heard of them. So I was like, I need to go to the restroom. And he goes, No, you're not. And I'm like, Yeah, I am. And he's like, No, you're not. Go. So I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run back out there before the main act gets there because that's who we came to see. But yeah, I didn't want to miss this opportunity. And of course, I popped on at the perfect time because we're talking about making shirts for slurping. And Christina knows my husband and I are working on a secret project with some of the girls, and so yeah, those shirts can definitely we can make something happen.
Oh my gosh. I will wear that religiously.
So
We can
fully
make this
prepared to see
happen.
us.
Yes. We can yeah, I can make homemade tortillas and bring them. It's nothing. It's not a bad thing.
Oh, homemade tortillas? Yes, please. I will.
I
That would be way
literally, I'm
better.
driving. I'm driving to Orlando tomorrow, so it's not like Orlando's that far. That I'll just make them at home and drive them with me. So it's fine.
Oh my God. I need a video of you bringing me tortillas during Smut Lovers. That would be perfect.
There you go.
See, and wherever I go, I bring my sourdough, so we could just in the hotel room. I'll
Yeah,
just be rolling them out for you.
sourdough bread and tortillas. We'll just make it all.
Oh
So
my
that means we need to get an Airbnb that has a kitchen. We don't need a hotel. We need an Airbnb when we go.
They were like, what
There
is
you
going on
go.
in room 631? Just making tortillas for Jacklyn.
Walking down the hall, something smells really good.
And I'll just have my
our
crock. You guys
room.
want some beans with it? Or your own takeout container. It's fine. Between all of us, we'll just bring you food as well.
So for
Yep,
the record now, anytime someone sees a tortilla, they'll think of me.
that's it.
100%. 100%. But thank you so much for chat with us. I hope that we are able to have you again in the future, again, when you release any other masterpieces that we are able to get our grubby hands on. So I just thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm so excited.
And I'm glad everybody from book club was able to come on here and see you because I know you have had a big reputation in our book club. We're utterly obsessed. So thank you again for granting all of our dreams and being able to talk to you
Oh
and
my
get
gosh.
pictures with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I can't wait to bring you guys book 4.
Yes. We are utterly excited for it, and we will be banging down your DMs for book 4, 5, and 6.
Let's get the gentleman on audio first. That's hits January.
Ooh,
So, and
That's
I will
close.
post teasers with my beta. Once I get my beta, you bet I will start posting teasers.
Yes, that's close. Yay! I'm so excited.
We want, yes, we want teaser. We want teasers.
We want anything that you will give us.
Yes,
If I
we
find
will take it all.
it.
We will take anything you're willing to offer. We're
100%.
desperate little girls. We'll take anything you're willing to offer.
I'll give you everything.
Hey, you want the first letter? Yes, please.
Oh, just wait till James Cassidy reads that dedication. That first dedication. I have him reading the first one.
oh.
So ready for this.
I can't wait to hear him say it, though. It's going to be very funny.
January
And just so
cannot
you
come fast
guys know, Charles is real. I adopted a manatee. So for fact, Charles is a real manatee. He's my baby. I dedicated this book to my baby.
enough. As you should.
More growth.
That's funny.
That is honestly phenomenal. Makes us only adore you even more.
I know. I told my editor, I'm like, am I okay to do this, or are people gonna think I'm insane? She's like, do it. And I had a beta reader that even said, they were just like, if you don't dedicate this book to the manatee, I'm not reading it. So,
See,
just so
very valid.
everyone's
I would have
aware,
been the same
there
way.
is a manatee named Charles out there, and that book's for him.
Aw,
Love it.
I love that.
I'm getting so many ideas. Y'all have no idea. I've got to really turn this off because my head is just swimming with stuff now.
I'm sure with the
You're gonna make sure it's
that says for Charles, I'm gonna die.
I had somebody come up to me today and say, he's my favorite drink. He comes with his own straw. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
that's
I'm like,
phenomenal.
yes, yes, please. That will be on a shirt. That will be on a shirt. Yeah, it's so crazy right now. Everything's going nuts right now.
We're just gonna have to do hashtags by Jacklyn.
Yep,
Slurps by Jacklyn.
yep. That's it. Slurps by Jacklyn.
There you go. There's your next title.
There you go. Okay,
And
my
the
husband's
whole
texting me
audio
asking.
is just James Cassidy.
Oh my god.
My husband just texted me and is like, "Are you okay?"
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back before I get in trouble. Thank you, God. Thank you so much. I'm glad I got to hop in, but I only get to see him once a week, so I'm gonna go run and grab hold of the man before he leaves me again for the week. So
Oh, you're
thank
good.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
I love that it was
And I think I
for
might
Charles.
pop down
That's
and let
amazing.
other ladies join as well.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. But thank you. Love you.
God, we are so grateful, like I said, and I'm so glad we had this opportunity. You are just an astounding person, and you're just a ray of sunshine. So this just makes the wait so much worth it being able to talk to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And like I said, I do hope that we're able to meet you in person and then have you back again. Because just know that we will be scraping at your DMs for anything that you would give us for a teaser.
Absolutely. And after this, I will send you the dick pic because Mallory has sent it to me. So I will send it to you, and you are free to share it with whoever you want.
Yes. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. And I cannot wait to see what you have in store for the future.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You have a great rest of your night.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Right? That's how I feel. Did we want to stay on here or did we want to head over to TikTok to do the book club for the book of the week, which was Ravage by Steph Maka? It doesn't feel, she's just like, I felt like we were just talking to a best friend. We need to meet her in person. I vote for Orlando and then I vote for Vegas. Okay. All right. I will end this and then I will go start another one on a TikTok. I will see you guys in a couple minutes. Bye, guys.